Hey guys, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Amanda Bynes, who is filing to end her conservatorship after nearly 9 years. Now, I don't know what's going on with these celebrities and these conservatorships, but they are what it seems like lasting forever. Now, we have all the details thanks to page 6, but before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so according to page 6, Amanda Bynes filed court documents on Wednesday to end her conservatorship after nearly 9 years. Page 6 is exclusively confirming this. The former actress, who is now 35, requested to terminate both the conservatorship of her person and estate in a petition submitted at the Ventura County Superior Court in California. Bynes also filed a capacity declaration Tuesday, as California requires all conservatorship cases to have updated records about a conservatee's mental state from their physician, psychologist, or religious healing practitioner. A hearing is scheduled for March 22nd. That's also, I believe, Jen Shah's trial date. And no, they have nothing to do with each other. Amanda Bynes' attorney, David, said in a statement to People on Friday, Amanda wishes to terminate her conservatorship. She believes her condition is improved and protection of the court is no longer necessary. Obviously, we know Amanda Bynes from so many movies that we loved growing up, but also Nickelodeon. And she was placed under a conservatorship in August of 2013, giving her mother, Lynn Bynes, legal control of her personal, medical, and financial affairs. The move came after Amanda then, who was 27 at the time, was hospitalized on an involuntary psychiatric hold for allegedly starting a small fire in a stranger's driveway. The She's the Man star tweeted in November of 2014 that she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder 1 month after a second 5150 hold. Oh. In recent years, Amanda has been in and out of mental health facilities while also battling addiction. She announced in November of 2018 that she had been sober for 4 years, only to return to treatment 2 months later after she was reported to be a stress-related relapse. That's what it was reported to be. Okay, keeps going. Amanda has had achievements along the way too. She graduated from the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles in June of 2019, got engaged to Paul Michael the following February after meeting at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. And I didn't laugh like that's funny. I meant like, maybe that's a good thing that she met somebody who can relate to her, really. The former child star lawyer, David, told Page 6 in September of 2021 that she was doing very well besides anxiety and trauma, and that the conservatorship could be terminated whenever it was no longer convenient. Now, guys, for this conservatorship, for the termination, one thing that I want to say is anything's possible. I mean, we felt like, I believe it was 13 years for Britney Spears, but we felt like after 13 years that she was never going to get out of this conservatorship. And so many people stepped up to the plate. Everyone like started a movement, Free Britney. And we were watching her on Instagram, we're watching her in these dance videos, but none of us really knew how bad it actually was. Now we know that Britney Spears has just signed a multi-million-dollar deal. It was the second biggest book deal of all time with Simon & Schuster. And she's saying that she is going to tell her story. I have a feeling that her family is going to not love what she has to say, but also at this point, who cares? I mean, this woman couldn't pick the color of her cabinets. She couldn't see her children unless they said so. She was forced to take certain medications. She was locked in her room at times. She wasn't allowed to take vacation. She wasn't allowed to see her boyfriend. She wasn't allowed to leave the gates of her estate. She wasn't allowed to spend her own money. And not only that, but the people who were in charge of her conservatorship were allegedly spending millions of her dollars, which is insane. She literally performed for so long for all of us, just putting herself out there. And I know it sounds something as simple, like as music or whatever the case is, but that music, if you really think about it, can actually help people. I'm sure it's helped people in a lot of dark times. It's made them feel better. It's made them kind of get out of ruts. You don't really know what kind of impact somebody has, especially at this level. Now, Amanda Bynes definitely is not as famous as Britney Spears, and this conservatorship is not as famous. But the point is, she's also been gracing our televisions for, our TVs for a long time. And I think if her attorney and everyone is saying that after 9 years that she is able to, return and be out of this conservatorship, I feel like she at least deserves the court to allow her to show them, hey, this is the work that I put in. I understand that I was in this position. This is what I've done, and this is why I should be out of it. They should at least hear her out. I'm really hoping for Amanda Bynes, even though she had a real downward spiral, especially on Twitter. She was a wreck on Twitter. It was so long ago, 9 years, nearly a decade. If you guys think about how much time that is, or where you even were 9 years ago, it's really mind blowing. I mean, my life specifically, I can speak on my own for myself, has changed so much in 9 years. So I'm sure she has done a lot of self-reflecting. And of course, it's not for us to decide, but it is up to the courts. And I am curious as to what they're going to say about it. I do have a question for you guys, though. Are you shocked by the 9-year conservatorship? And do you think Amanda Bynes deserves a second chance to come out of this and prove to everybody that she is capable of maintaining her mental health? She is capable of maintaining her own money, her own estate. I mean, she's engaged at this point. She has a whole life of her own, but she's still living under the control of her family, her parents. And I'm wondering if they're spending any of her money too. I have a lot of questions, guys. But before we go, one, I want you to comment on this and let me know what you think. And if you think that the conservatorship will be terminated, this could be a question for our #1 legal commentator, Emily D. Baker. But also, I did a video earlier on Bethany Frankel's efforts with Be Strong, who is taking donations to pretty much go over to the Ukraine, go to Poland, set up these refugee camps, and really help out after the Russian invasion. So if you guys want to donate and you want to help out, there are hundreds of thousands of people right now who are fleeing to the borders, and they're saying that it could eventually be up to 2 to 4 million people by the end of the day. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. And obviously, when I did the video, I said you could go to bethany.com/bestrong if you would like to donate and contribute in any capacity. Of course, we encourage it. With that, guys, I know it's Saturday, so I don't want to keep it too heavy on you guys, but go out there, have some bottomless mimosas, make some memories. Yes, Jason made it home safe on the flight, so he's back, and we will be back tomorrow to recap the Real Housewives of Miami. In the meantime, we'll see you then. Bye, guys. Love you.